This painting has been on a 5-year journey with me. I finally finished it 2 years ago, and I've been hiding it, which I'll share later in this video why I've been hiding it, how it's changed from one painting to another because I painted over it, and how a trip to Japan 2 years ago actually inspired me to create the final form of the painting the way it is now. So in 2021, I had a studio in Miami, and I made this painting. I called it Violet Flame at the time. And the composition and the style of it was super experimental. It was one of my first times using oil sticks, which I've been using recently on pieces like this. But the piece I made back then was very different, totally different composition. You can see it now, and that one I published, but I always knew that that piece, that composition, I wasn't sure about it. So eventually, also around that time, I kept learning and teaching myself that I could paint over things and that that'd be okay, and nothing was permanent, and that has given me freedom to experiment more, which is what I did with that original painting, Violet Flame. So I had that painting for a couple of years, and then in 2024, about 2 years ago, I went to Japan by myself for about 10 days. And when I was there, I got inspired by some things that have permeated into my art since then. Namely, I saw how different textures and different art forms that they do there, especially textiles and the different dyes, the indigo dyes, the different types of glazes that they use in pottery. And I also saw an exhibition of the Seagram murals by Rothko. And the Japanese art helped me see subtleties in colors differently, and helped me appreciate and want to explore subtleties in colors, which is what I ended up doing with this final piece. Seeing the Rothko work inspired me to do whatever composition I wanted to do, even if that means doing like a simple composition, which is what I ended up doing in this one. So then when I came back from that trip, I saw the original painting here, and I just decided it's time. I'm gonna use that canvas because I really like this big size. I think the size of the canvas is going to speak volumes using the subtle differences in color and the composition that I wanted to do based on my trips to Japan. So that's what I did. And this piece is another example for me of learning that paintings, like work that I do, is not permanent. I can always paint over it. So why be scared of trying new things? Because it's not permanent. So I can be adventurous. I can try new techniques, different colors. I can always paint over it. So without further ado, I changed the name from Violet, the original name, Violet Flame. It is now called Violet Water, which I like water much more. The colors are also more aquatic. And you can see definitely these subtleties of the blues, which I really saw in my time in Japan with the different indigo dyes, the different types of glazes that they use in the pottery. And this one, like a lot of my paintings, I tell collectors you can hang it in different orientations, change it over time. So I like this one either horizontal or vertical. And I really love the subtleties. I know I keep talking about this, but I just love it. And, oh, last thing. Why have I not shared this for 2 years? Because I came back from my Japan trip, I think in April 2024. Now it's March 2026. I've also just loved this piece so much, and I'd never made a conscious decision to never share it or never post it on my website or include it in my catalog. But it just naturally, I just never got around to sharing it. And I think it's because I love it so much and I've wanted to keep enjoying it myself and seeing it for myself. I just personally love the contrast of like the dark edges with the lighter center and the subtleties. If you look close, you can see the subtleties of, it's almost like a purple and then a blue, and then a green, and there's like under layers of green that you can see throughout, even some magenta in some places. And then there's also texture throughout as well, because I did do some layers on it. Here I am finally getting around to making a video about it and sharing about it, because I hereby declare that this painting is ready for the world. So this is Violet Water, and you can see more about it on my website, more pictures, read about it, and if you would like to be the first to find out about new paintings and other announcements, join my email list. That's where I share about these things first. And until then, thanks for watching.